2. Welcome back to another major market breakdown. If you haven't been here before, go ahead and hit that like button, sub button, and that bell icon. All that's going to tell the algorithm is good content needs to get pushed forward, and you guys are going to get some sauce for sure. We got a little bit of clarity this week on the dollar from last week. Let me go over here to this data tool real quick. Share this tab over here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Where we had a lot more like neutral to bullish a couple of weeks ago on the dollar. We're leaning a little bit more neutral to bearish, and institutions are getting a little more. I mean, COT net is still a little bullish, but just the trend over the past couple of weeks has just been less and less um, fundamentally bullish for the dollar. And like, while that's not inherently like bearish itself, from like when you look at it from like a technical kind of standpoint, let me go to my chart over here. You see how like over a little bit of time that'll just kind of cause a decrease in price if there's just not momentum pushing it up. You know what I'm saying? The dollar. I mean, I'm still kind of like a long term dollar bear if I'm being honest. But like I've said that multiple times all over the channel. But you know, it kind of went into a season of being a little more on the bullish side over most of I wouldn't say most, but almost half of 2026. It was pushing to the upside. I'll kind of scroll out here so you can see what I mean. Um, just kind of had this low in January, and we just been kind of moving slowly higher from there. Now we're still overall, like we're going on our daily, we're still overall a bit, a bit range bound in this general area. But like I said, I'm still kind of, in my mind, this is sort of a pullback from this downtrend we were already in, because like fundamentally, like from a industrial and institutional standpoint, the dollar's not in too different of a position that it was this time last year. Now, policy may, of course, play out different than it did last year, and that might cause it to act different. But for the most part, there's not too much structurally different as far as like, well, I mean, of course, you have the issues with oil, with the Iran situation, but I'm just not one to really that's like such a, it's gonna be a short-term issue, from in the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean. So I don't kind of put too much um I don't put too much importance on it in my overall market sense when I'm talking about, like, the bigger time frames like these. It can just be explained, the extra volatility can be explained through, some of the actions that's going on. But it's just a bunch of politics, and once it all settles down, everything's gonna go back to normal, and it'll just be a story. But I don't think it'll cause. I don't think that what's happening will cause like long-term spikes in inflation. I mean, we're gonna get like longer-term issues with inflation regardless, and this isn't gonna help it necessarily, but it doesn't really change the story there too much. But I don't want to talk y'all heads off too much. Let's get into the trades for the week. I'll talk about this one first. So I actually got in Bitcoin on, let me get rid of this. I got in Bitcoin on lower time frames. Now I was really just kind of waiting to see it break above this area and then start trading off of a pullback from here. But I marked up an area, and it's like, if liquidity decides to just go grab this real quick, then I'll take a low risk position, and that's exactly what I did here. I meant to send it out to the chats, but I accidentally forgot to. Apologies again. But I just sent out this here, a little intraday opportunity. It's a fib, about a 38 percent retracement off of this rally that broke us out of here. Yeah, just about right on there, I think. Yeah, price. I think this candle was a little more closed when I first pulled it up, so it's just that full high right there. But yeah, low risk. I'm not risking a whole lot in the position. We have dollar bearishness on the table. Markov is telling us that we got a pretty strong probability of pushing higher on the day. So we're gonna see if it gives us an opportunity to get another entry. I'll be taking this second entry myself as well. Just because I went very very low risk, and I already have my stop loss at break even for this position here. So it's really a risk free trade there. Which is nice. But I'd love to get a little more in here and take this higher. Michael Saylor did also just hint at buying some more Bitcoin. I think either last night or this morning. I saw it this morning, but he probably put it out last night. And I with how industrial Michael Saylor is with Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if that specifically helped this rally. I didn't open up my laptop and actually look at it again until like 30 minutes ago. So I wasn't aware of the price movement overnight. I had just got in. I'll actually show you guys. You can see on my screen this level right here. I had it marked to tell me when it crossed, so I could take that trade. There, as soon as it triggered, I didn't even open up my laptop. I got the notification on my phone and just opened up the app on my phone and took the entry. And then when I got back on my laptop, I saw it looking like this, all nice and juicy like. Gold this week, I am looking to get in. I would love to get a position here on gold. I actually already have a box there, kind of waiting. I'm with how sure markets are, though, we may not even get this much of a pullback. I'm pretty sure that's a 50%. I might go for the 38. Oh no, that is the 38. Yeah, okay. No, okay, so this level right here is like the golden zone is, so I'm actually gonna risk just a wee bit more on it because of that golden zone there. But we break below that, then I'll just kind of be out of the trade with a small little loss. But looking to get online, and if we do end up just kind of like super bottoming out on like the lower time frames and not actually giving up this entry, like we kind of just like teeter here and just start breaking higher, then I'll look for a pullback from whatever breakout that decides to do. So we're gonna be very patient because gold likes to play tricks on folks and dupe the retail traders a whole lot. So just to give you guys a little more perspective, I'll go let me go on my other screen here. Gold's been getting a really decent score on the edge finder. So we got Markov, price action, and the edge finder all pointing towards buys, which is super awesome. as you can see here, NFP came out last week, giving the asset a little bit more bullishness. Unemployment rate, I think, is gonna come out again. Oh, no, that's set. But the weekly jobless claims can also, because that's gonna pop out every week, so that could also shift the story a little bit. But ADP and Jolts last week, kind of pushed the envelope a little bit more as well. So you have just a whole bunch of a whole host of factors telling you gold's gonna go a little higher. So we're just gonna play our cards right and get in where we fit in. I don't want to kind of overwhelm y'all this week just because we're talking about Bitcoin and gold trading specifically. I am gonna send out some forex trades throughout the week, of course, and there's gonna be some forex trades live streaming on the channel all day, Monday through Friday. So, of course, we're not gonna forget about our FX pairs, but I did want to keep this video this week a little more focused on BTC and gold because that's what I'll be more focused on this week. All right. If you guys haven't already, I'll say it again, hit that like button, that sub button, and that bell icon. All that's going to tell the algorithm that this is good content and needs to get pushed forward. All right? I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.